Welcome to another edition of Florida Newsmakers. I'm Trimmel Gomes with our very special guest, Marshall Criser, the Chancellor of the State University System of Florida. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
So glad to have you. So how has your transition been from President of AT&T Florida to now being Chancellor of the university system?
It has been fascinating. It's been fantastic. I guess I have been in the job now a little over 5 months. I got my chance to work through this last legislative session as part of our state university system. I think that the policy and some of the funding initiatives that our legislature and our governor have made those decisions this year have been very good for higher education. We're very excited about it.
Speaking of funding, at the recent Board of Governors meeting, the board approved $200 million in performance funding. First, tell us about what that is and what that will mean.
The performance funding model really acknowledges that our state universities have an accountability to our students and to our taxpayers. What is unique about the Florida plan is that we actually have about $100 million in new funding coming into higher education, and at the same time we took what is called base budget, it was last year's budget, and put some of that money also up essentially at risk to demonstrate that we believe that we should also be investing in our student success, and that the message we want people to understand is that an investment in higher education is a good investment for Florida. It's great for our communities, it's great for our students, it's great for our taxpayers.
The state university system is considered to be at the forefront of online education. Could you tell us about that and what could we expect?
Really two big initiatives that are underway, and then I will talk about where we're going in the future. Last year, the legislature and the governor approved the creation of two programs. One is Complete Florida. Complete Florida is at the University of West Florida, though it is actually a collaborative among our universities and colleges. We are reaching out to about 2.2 million Floridians who began some part of their after high school education but did not go to the point of getting a degree. We are using online technology to reach out to those citizens, those workers, those students, and give them the opportunity to finish those degrees. That may be something that someone needs to move to the next job. It may be something that someone needs to do in order to apply for a job that they're looking for right now. And so Complete Florida is a really dynamic proposal. At the same time, Florida has also launched the first totally online undergraduate program through the UF online program that is layered on the University of Florida and the education opportunities that are there, but reaches out to all Floridians to provide a totally online opportunity to get an undergraduate degree.
All right. Florida Polytechnic University, the state's newest university, is about to come online this fall. Can you let us know what we should expect and what should students expect with this new university?
I think really exciting things at Florida Polytech. Number one, last week our Board of Governors confirmed their board's selection of a president. Randy Avent will be the first president of Florida Polytechnic University. Randy is going to be building on the excellent work that was done by their Chief Operating Officer, Ava Parker, to get the school ready. They accept their first students this fall, so their first fall semester is upcoming. All of the reports that they have made back to the board and the work that they're doing down there suggest that they are ready. They are looking at about admitting around 500 students to Florida Polytech. And the interesting distinction of what they're doing is from the beginning, they are recruiting not only freshmen, but they are also talking to the state colleges and state college students about students who've already begun a couple of years of their education, being able to transfer to Florida Polytechnic and complete and get their undergraduate degree or ultimately a graduate degree. So a great model for how our state is addressing STEM, a great model in terms of doing some things a little differently than someone else may have done them in the past, but at the same time, great leadership that's got their eye on the ball down there to best serve our students.
Speaking of STEM, the board has, and everyone is, including the governor, is putting a lot of emphasis on, closing the working gaps. Tell us where the board is on that forefront with the universities in this effort.
Board of Governors worked closely with the business community, with the colleges, with other experts in the area for about 18 months to develop an analysis of where the workforce opportunities or the big gaps are between students with degrees and jobs that are looking for students with degrees. Out of that, we were able to identify shortages in computer and information sciences, in teachers for middle school in particular, and in accounting and financial services. Based on that identified need for, or jobs available to people, we then had a competitive process called the team grants, where the universities and colleges have worked together to specifically say, here are programs that we can use to attract students to those fields, to give them the education that's appropriate for those fields, and I think really to help students understand the opportunity that a college degree can lead to in the context of a career and a lifetime of learning in Florida.
All right. Well, Chancellor Marshall Criser, thank you so much for being here with us. And to
very
our
much.
viewers, we'll catch you next time.